So let's get into the Q&A, and we're going to start with Teddy in California. Teddy, you're up with the great Cate Luzio.
Thanks, Scott. Thank you, Cate, for taking the time to do this. Pleasure to meet you. My question is about advocacy as a leader. I love the emphasis on individuals taking ownership of their own advocacy. But as I reflect on my own growth as a leader, I can think of several times where I wasn't a great advocate and I want to be better. And so my question for you is, for someone in a leadership role, what is some guidance you have to be a better advocate? And for the folks who maybe are shy or don't take as much initiative, how can you as a leader coach them to improve in that area?
And when you say as a leader, be a better advocate, you mean for yourself or for your team?
For my team.
So, and I love that you recognize that maybe you weren't always the best. Listen, I think this is not, everyone's not great at this. I think you have to look at every situation. My thing is, we always hear stuff about, I need a sponsor, I need a sponsor. You actually just need great managers and you need great peers. Peers can be great sponsors too, and your managers can be great sponsors as well. So whether you feel like you've not been an advocate, ask your team, Teddy. Like, what can I be doing better to support you and your growth? That it's as simple as that, right? Because if your team doesn't feel like you're actually asking them how they're feeling, it goes a long way. When I was, again, and I do this, I don't have a boss now, but when I had a boss, every time I got feedback from my mid-year and year-end, I would go and tell my team what my feedback was from my boss, because I wanted them to know what I needed to work on for my particular manager or my leader. That opened up a great transparent dialogue so that when I was giving feedback to them, they felt like they could open up to me, not only provide me feedback, but also talk about ways to better work together. So I think there's ask, right? Ask and listen, and then action what you hear. There's also you're not always going to be able to do everything that your team wants to, but I think asking and listening is a big part of that. That can only help you be a better advocate as a leader. What was the second part of your question? Sorry.
Thank you for that. How to coach those who may not be as comfortable taking initiative.
Yes. So I will tell you, there is a phenomenal course that used to be a Google course. It was started by two women at Google. So if you aren't familiar with it, it's called #IamRemarkable. It is outstanding. We teach it as a monthly course at Luminary. I'm a certified trainer, as is half of my staff. I so firmly believe in this. It was started for women, then it became for about women and people from underrepresented communities. Now it's for all. It's a phenomenal course to take. You could do it right online. And I would advocate as leaders, these are great free courses that you can take that are awesome, that really teach these skills. And it's a great way to show to your team, like, I want you to advocate for yourselves. I want you to open up that dialogue. Oftentimes I get from a lot of the banks that I work with, we have a lot of banking partners who are like, great, you're going to tell everyone to ask for a raise. I'm like, you know what? Yep. But you know what? They're also going to be better client negotiators. They're going to be better stakeholders. They're going to be better partners when you can actually have advocacy. And by the way, that advocacy doesn't just stick with themselves. They become better leaders and better leader advocates for those on their team, peers, those below them. I think it's an opportunity. So I would really advocate the I am remarkable.
So
thank you.